it came out this week at Radio Row that the Rams are actively looking for a trade partner for their star receiver, Cooper Kupp. Now, he's in his 30s, his early 30s. He has had some prolific seasons, but he has also been very, very banged up. His impact can certainly be there, but you have to wonder, what is the shelf life for Cooper Kupp? BetOnline has his best destinations, his odds for the Chargers at 3-1, the Bills at 4-1, the Steelers at 5-1, the Broncos at 6-1, the Raiders at 7-1, Commanders 10-1. I think that the best destination for Cooper Kupp to land in this situation is for him to be a Buffalo Bill. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to figure out fitting that contract in there, but the Bills are one adult receiver away from really having a consistent offense. Mac Hollins exploded in the AFC Championship game, not for anything crazy, but imagine if you had a layup machine like Cooper Kupp to connect with. If Josh Allen, when everything was breaking down on that fourth down play, if he knew, hey, Cooper Kupp's going to be right here, I just need to look his way. Getting a go-to option to play alongside all the other pieces is something that he needs. And instead of trying to draft in a bad receiver draft year, go and get Cooper Kupp.
I like that. Buffalo having young Keon Coleman, vet Amari Cooper, vet Cooper Kupp, and then two decent tight ends. That's a great offense. See, what is this? NFL has the Broncos in there, Ravens in there. Ravens don't make wide receivers work that well.
I don't like the Ravens. That one's I don't like bad fit.
Steelers has been pitched. I'm looking at this. Cowboy. Ew. Yeah, I like the Bills. Bills is good. Broncos I don't hate. Chargers, look, it would work. It would work.
Lazy.
It's a little late. We're getting a little lazy with how we're predicting the Chargers, all right?
The best odds.
Every white skill position player doesn't have to go to the Chargers.
Guy, could you imagine? But
they don't all have to go there.
To be fair, though, that feels like a Jim Harbaugh receiver. Well, and then I think all the dumb people, by the way, that after Ladd McConkey was drafted, that were like, this is the next Cooper Kupp, that Ladd McConkey's the next Cooper Kupp.
Sure.
Maybe the side-by-side comparison will help those people realize, hey, they're nothing alike. They're not even close to similar.
It's so I thought Los Angeles this year, the Rams, I thought they were going to try to put up more to retain Kupp, but maybe they were impressed with DeMarcus Robinson and Jordan Whittington. They did fill in for a lot of the year, and I think both of them produced about as well as one Cooper Kupp. And if they can replicate that, they still got Nakua. They still have that stud Tyler Higbee who came back in glorious fashion. I thought I don't know why they are so eager to let Kupp walk. I would try to keep him. I think the Rams still have life. I know he's requesting a trade.
No. He's not requesting a trade. The Rams communicated he wants to stay. The Rams communicated to him that they're looking for a trade partner.
I got my wires crossed there. Yeah. Keep him. It's Cooper Kupp. He hasn't done anything. I didn't see him when he was healthy this year be a detriment to the team. I don't think he's one of these guys that's stalling out the offense when he's healthy. I would want to keep him if I was LA. Well, I like Buffalo for your pitch.
But the problem is what I said at the beginning here is his availability has been inconsistent. He's on the older side. Trading him now is better than waiting. And instead of getting really sucked into that contract, find a sucker that's going to be willing to pay it when he's starting to slow down and deteriorate a little bit more. If I was him, though, I would be. If I ended up with the Steelers, I'd be pissed. Because that's where you go to die.
I'd be very picky. Well, it's the Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver hells. I'd be super picky. Playoff team. Put me in Tampa. Put me somewhere where I'm warm. Maybe where I can go and actually compete. Put me in Houston. I'd go anywhere that I have a chance of catching 75 passes, 1,000 yards, and making the playoffs. Any of these bottom feeder teams, no, they don't deserve a former Triple Crown winner. They don't deserve it. So I'm excited. I think that he could turn one of these fringe younger teams into a team that could go deeper and compete in the divisional round and championship round, possibly. I know he is older and he can't stay on the field like that. But if he's healthy in the playoffs, he should still be considered as a wide receiver one.
He still is, and when he's fully healthy, his impact is definitely there. It's just, here we are can you bank on him being available every single week? And that's probably going to impact his trade value. I'm sure that he's not worth a first-round pick. I wouldn't trade a first-round pick for him. I would trade day 2 selections for him because you're hoping that he's healthy. That's a little bit of a risk there that's involved with that decision.
What does LA need? Well, they
need draft picks.
Yeah, I guess so. Their D line was awesome this year. I guess they could get a DB.
They got to boost their secondary. They're going to need to draft a new receiver, and they're going to need to probably work on their offensive line. I like the idea of Tetairoa McMillan playing in that offense. Like, good route runner, big strong guy. He could be a really good big slot. Maybe to play in that same role that Cooper Kupp was playing in. That'd be just a 1-to-1 change, except you're not paying him all that bread, and he's a young dude.
Dude, the Rams can draft the hell out of a defensive line. I'm just looking at it again. Verse was a stud. Fisk was awesome. Kobe Turner was solid. They just do well. Yeah. That F them pick strategy that they had, I know it got them a Super Bowl, but they shouldn't shortchange themselves for their drafting ability. They are talented at drafting defensive players.
One of the best drafting teams in the NFL, and I'm sure that they're gonna be fine.